Hi there and welcome to my Monday Live. My name is Paula Reid and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator going by the name of Yellow Bear Stamping. Tonight I'm going to share another Casing the Catalogue card, and this time I'm going to use the Mix and Match products. So let's switch down to my desktop. Here we go. So we have a range of products called Mix and Match, and you can see here some samples, and we're going to create this one and this one tonight, and they are using the ephemera packs. So if we turn the page to page 70, we have a selection of ephemera packs that we can use, and we've got the Here and Now, Sincerely Noted, Meant for You, Under the Sun, classic labels that are all blank, and then greetings. And then we also have in this selection a pack of paper that's kind of like the mixed medley, that's got an array of patterns and colours that we can use with these Mix and Match. So what are the Mix and Match? So we get, so I've got a few here that I've pulled out of their surround. So you get, these are all have got adhesive on them so that you can just stick them straight down, and you get in a mix in the pack, 2 sheets each of the 3 designs. So there's I've got a few here, and I've just put them into one of the clear cases just to store them, and I've just written what they are. So you get ones that have got with greetings, others with different scene, elements that you can create with the paper and anything else that you have. So let's get started. Oops, I'll pop those ones back in because I don't want to lose them. I'll use them on another project. So as you join, just leave me a comment, or if you're watching on the replay, leave me a comment and let me know that you've been watching and if you've got any questions. So I've been doing a few of these casing cards just so that I can, you draw your attention to some of these images that have been created by the design team that will give us inspiration that we can use on either a full card. These ones I'm going to do on note cards and envelopes, and they, I think, would make a great gift of making up a selection of cards to give to somebody for a present. The other thing that like I did last week, where I used where was it? This card here is my casing, but I changed the colours and we got quite a different look. I'll just bring that one back in. So this one here is all in the Lost Lagoon, and I think that was Peaceful Pine and the basic grey. And just by changing the colours, what a difference that has made. So don't get turned off by the colours that are used for some of these projects. Use the design, and then that will help you. So like that is a very different look of a card just by changing the colours. Everything else is the same. So if we go back to our Mix and Match, here we go. So I'm actually going to keep these pretty much as is, but I am changing the papers. So we'll start with this one here first. And what I want to show you, so this card had it's got like a banner, and what I've done is I've chosen some paper, and then on the back it's 7 centimeters wide, so I've just put a pencil mark at the halfway and I've gone up about 1.5 centimeters. Then to get my banner, I'm just going from the corner to this point here, and then I'll do it on the same on this bit here. And that's a really easy way to get your a banner without having either a die. I did look at the banner dies, but they were a bit short this way, so it didn't kind of quite work. So I thought, right, well, we'll show you how we do that. So then that's just going to go down there, and then we're going to arrange these. And I have just realized that I didn't bring across with me my adhesive, because I thought, oh, these have all got backings on them, so I don't need adhesive. One moment, and I will get my trusty liquid glue and we will adhere that. So this, I said, was 7 centimeters, and I think that was about, so it's about 12 centimeters. But you can just sort of play around with what you want on that. So we're just going to pop that so that we've got a bit of the white top and bottom. And these are the note cards and envelopes. They're great for you know, doing a quick card. Now this, I thought, would also be really good if you've got either young children, you've got nieces and nephews, grandchildren, or neighbours that you want to do some crafting with for kids. Because it's all got the adhesive, it's not going to be messy, and they can just pick and choose what they the elements from the mix and match that they want to use to create a card. So we're going to pop this. I've made mine slightly wider than what was in the sample, so you can see it's yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's whatever suits. And so because they've got the adhesive, it's a really quick card to do. And pull that off, and we'll just pop that on there. Now I am going to pop this up on dimensionals, I think. So I've brought my dimensionals with me, and I'll just pop. So I'm going to leave the adhesive on the cut backing on there, and we'll just pop a couple of dimensionals on here. Hope you've all had a good day. I had set myself some tasks to do today. Finish off reading a book was the first thing, and then I did my newsletter. So hopefully you've all received my July newsletter. And then I did some other errands. So at the moment, I am in the process of looking for a new job, because the company that I worked for 9.5 years got sold last month, and out of the 14 staff that were left, only 5 got jobs with the new company, which is all good. And so I am now looking for my next opportunity, and this is probably going to take a little bit of time, but that's all good. So now I think I'm going to use, I might use these ones because I quite like, these are the adhesive backed metallic gems, and we're just going to pop. The sample didn't have any embellishments on it, but I'm just going to pop some on this one because I think that will just make it. There we go, and there is our first card. Really quick and easy, and just no stamping, it's just adhering. Okay, so there's that one done. So the second card is this one here with the balloons and some DSP and some stars. I don't have this paper, which is on the next page that I showed earlier, and so they've used, I think they've used that one there, and they'd used that one there in the previous card. So what I am doing is that I am using, so I'm just changing the paper, but with that, with changing the paper, it was going to have some white stars, and so when I put the white star on the white paper, it kind of got lost. So I've got a way that we can fix that. So this is the paper that I decided that I would use for this card. This is 3 inches across by 5 inches, so that it goes top to bottom of the card base, and we're just going to pop that on there and just make sure that it's whoops, boop, 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 boop. There, so it's there we go. Right, so then let's have our card in front of us. So we've got the balloons, and I'm going to put the banner on dimensionals, and the stars are going on dimensionals. So as I said, they were white and they just sort of got lost. So what I have done is I've already done this one, and I've just used Lost Lagoon, and with a blending brush and the ink, and coloured it so that I don't have a white star. So what I did was that I pushed the other components, these 3 here that I haven't used yet, pushed them out, and they're just sitting in the container. And then I have got Misty Moonlight this time, and just with the small brush, and by putting it, keeping it in the sheet, it will make it easier than trying to hold on to the star, because you'll probably end up with more ink on your fingers than actually on the star. So I'm just going to, sorry if there's some rocking. And so by doing it on here and having these ones out, it doesn't matter that I'm, going around. You're not having to, whereas if they were in there, it'd be a bit hard, and you would end up putting the ink on those components that you haven't used as yet. So then I just popped it out. And if you want just do a few little bits to kind of extra highlights. Okay, we'll close that, pop that out the way. And so there are my 3 stars, and it doesn't matter that that one is actually the cardstock, it wasn't inked, and these ones are, and I've got them so that they're just that little bit darker. So now I should have bought my used my take my pick tool. That would have been a lot easier than trying to do fingernails, but we're getting there. Okay, so move that out the way. So here's the card here, and we're just going to pop the balloons in the center. Bring my stars back and pop dimensionals again on the back of the sentiment. And so one of my other tasks that I needed to do today was go and sort out about, we needed new smoke alarms, so I've got that bit sorted, and we've got this cat that is, she was a stray, and I've been slowly domesticating her, and I need to get her de-sexed before she comes back into season again. So I went up and registered her with the local vets, and it was actually really good because they had somebody come in with an old cat cage. They were upgrading their one and had given it to the vets, so the vet's given it to me, so at least we've got some way of getting our little cat to the vet when the time comes. Now, I think I might need smaller dimensionals. I've only got black ones, so I'm going to use these ones, because I think they will fit better on the back of the star. Here we go. Yes, so that was another thing that's been on the to-do list. So she's rather beautiful. She's a tortoiseshell cat, and I have now managed to get it that she comes inside in the evening most of the time, and I need to put an old bath mat on because she does dribble, and so then she jumps up on me and we have some cuddle time. So I'm really enjoying. We weren't going to get a cat, and well, the cat decided that we needed her, and so she has adopted us. So yeah, her name is Mia. So right, I'm going to pop that one down there because that's away then from the pink, and these are the darker ones, and we're going to pop that one there. So this card doesn't have embellishments, but I feel that the stars are sort of like the embellishment because you've got them raised up. And there we go. So there's another really quick card. So there's the samples, and there's, oops, let's just move that in. And then here are my 2 cards. So as I said, I will make up some more and I will then bundle them up. I could put them into the cellophane bags that we have that are the new 4-inch by, I think they're 4 by 8 inch, and do something with here we go, the playful packaging, and pop them in one of these bags with the tag at the top, and a gift for you. So I will might do a project on that next week. So I hope you've enjoyed that, just seeing how these ephemera packs of the mix and match work, and how quick and easy they are to create a card. And, you know, just changing the papers. We don't have to buy every paper, just use what you've got. It could be the 2-tone and you've dry embossed it to give a texture behind. So just use the ideas that the creative team from Stampin' Up have done for us in the catalogue, and use it and change a few bits and pieces to make the card your own. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Catch you next week. Thanks. Bye.